And this is Objective Media. So after it already had its own day on the cyberspace, I mean the allegation of rape by wife of Timi Dakolo, popular will I call him juju musician, Busola Dakolo, that he was raped, as she was a victim of rape by I won't know whether to regard him as a notorious pastor now of COZA Church, Pastor Fatoyinbo, if I'm correct. Sorry, I don't really know people until lately social media started training them up. Well, when that news filtered, when I saw the video, two things rang in my mind. Number one, presumption of innocence. Number two, if true, boy, the grievance of the allegation of rape, not only if confirmed to be true, the weight of such a crime, rape. I hate to hear that thing. It's just the same way it does in my head when they say government steals money or people steal money, something that does not belong to you, that is not given to you by consent. I hate it. Now let me quickly go into the response. I'll just show you a bit of it and then we'll talk about it together. Let's talk about these things. So this is the letterhead of the church, and the release, it says, I'm aware that there has been a recent media publication on YouTube by Y Niger, operated and owned by Red Media Group, which shows an interview by Chude Gideonwo and Busola Dakolo. Prior to now, we had adhered to our policy of ignoring rumors from social media accounts, as we knew that several statements had been made to extort the church of money and myself through blackmail, harassment and intimidation. We have refused time and again to accede to their requests, which has infuriated them over time. Because of this, they have gotten more aggressive. Well, let me just give you the summary. The LCM of everything is that the pastor is saying it is false. Now there are two claims now, the alleger and the allegee. All right, every person so alleged has right to defense. All right, so there's the first principle of presumption of innocence. So I want to presume that he probably is innocent. But before it came up, a lot of people have already taken positions on this matter. A lot of people. One of them is Don Jazzy. Don Jazzy is one of those that supporting the ability of women to come out and speak about their plight. And then Don Jazzy said that thank you for being a voice to many women that don't have the courage to speak out yet. It is important we let our mothers, sisters, daughters know that you cannot be bullied for speaking the truth. Now let me now say that even before the pastor came out, and perhaps this is what made him respond to this, the pastor perhaps would not have also responded to this, and it will continue to generate uproar. But something came up. Somebody asked on social media, and then some of us already know who Sega is, the popular NSAS convener. So somebody tagged him, Ayo Bankole says, dear Sega Link and other lawyers in the house, are there legal limitations that makes it impossible for the police to apprehend Biodun Fatoyinbo and possibly shut down COZA till we are sure is clear and can no longer be at risk to unsuspecting women, or do we keep looking? Then Sega replied, saying, we are getting the family to give us the locus to file on their behalf. On this, for the culture, we will charge only 1 naira and do this for millions of others suffering under the pain of sexual abuse of powerful people in Vicar's robe. This case will set a precedent. At Timi Dakolo Twitter, So let us now talk. Now I want to say, first of all, I congratulate Busola Dakolo for speaking out, and this is the reason. You see, a lot of people die of depression and have this suicidal contemplation. The reason a lot of people commit suicide, and you say, oh, but this person is successful in life now, she looks better, she's okay, she's this, she's that, why would she even contemplate suicide? Hello, not everybody that looks pretty or fine or looks rich, even if they have fat accounts, not all of them have free mind. Some people are carrying something that is very huge in their mind, and as a result, it disturbs them, it worries them over time, which causes many people eventually to end up either in lagoon or to get a rope, whatever they can use to get, even sniper and we can't ban everything. But the reality is that the first step to freeing your mind up is speaking out. It's called evocation of emotion or purgation of emotion. In psychology, Sigmund Freud or Freudians will call it, hypnosis, like bringing out from the unconscious things that are lodged there, which may be causing you unconsciously to have maybe pathological or neurological disturbances that can cause you to be sick or down or depressed. So it's a kind of therapy. Speaking out is a very good and welcome development. So I appreciate the fact that she came out to speak. Now let us now go to whether it is fact. All right, is it fact? That is where the issue now is. Now, I remember that while I was a student at Lagos State Polytechnic, it happened to me that I was totally innocent. In fact, I was virgin. I just lost my virginity of recent. All right, and I was not raped. All right, I can only say that yes, the person made me feel like I needed it, and I did. Shebi, fine. So it was only until recently that I lost. So until I was 25, 26, I was still a virgin. So while I was a student at Lagos State Polytechnic, I happened to be very studious. I was always concentrating on my books until one day, and I was always organizing tutorials alongside some other persons. So one day, I know I had girls around me who always love to come around, like, oh, this guy is good, he can take us this course, that course, here and there. So I was a tutor. I did not know that the girl that we were always hanging around liked me, but I never said anything to her. I liked her too, for the fact that we studied together. Should I hate somebody we studied together? No, but I liked her. But I was innocent. I did not even know that we could do such a thing. I did not know. It did not occur to me. Whereas she was having the impression in her mind that we were dating, whereas we were not. All right. I didn't also know the meaning of dating then. I only knew about book. That was all. All right. Now, one day, a lady now came to look for me at home in my friend's house, and then she came well packaged. All right. She came well packaged, and then by the time she arrived, I went to pick a textbook, use of English language. I started teaching her, oh, this particular one, this comprehension, there's this one called phonemes, parts of speech, parts of a word, syllables, and I was trying to differentiate, parts of speech from stress pattern and all of those things for her, and syllables. She was just looking at me. After about 45 minutes, she just got up and said she was going. I said, but you came all the way, and you're already leaving now, so why did you bother coming? We would have met at school. She was like, no, just don't worry. She didn't talk. Now we left. It was until the following week when I got to school that I learned that they were fighting because of me. What happened? Then they said the lady that we were always having tutorial together at school, that was having something in her mind that we were already into something because we were always together. The person, versus the one that came to see me at home, came packaged, and I did not get the message. That one that came to see me at home got back to school and was now narrating the story that it's like something is wrong with that shit. Oh Lord. I said, how? They said, how? She now said, can you imagine? I went to his house packaged. The friend excused us. Oh Lord is still teaching me tutorial when we are supposed to be doing tutorial. When I heard, I laughed too. So when she was making the narration, the other girl that we were always together then picked fight with her. Like, how could you go and be seducing Olo? Don't you know he's my boyfriend? Now, two things are happening. I was not aware of whatever was happening between the two of them. I was not even aware whether somebody liked me or somebody came all the way to see me because of she wanted something. I did not. I was totally innocent of everything. Now, why am I lucky is that, thank God, the allegation against me was not rape, because that lady, the lady A, who already in her heart thought that we were dating because we were always reading together or studying together, went to make claim that we were dating, and that another lady wanted to go and seduce me, so they picked fight. Now that was an allegation that we were dating, whereas I didn't have anything in mind, and I never even said any such thing to her before. And it never even occurred to me that I could even toast such a lady. The reason being that she's a very pretty big girl. And I was just like, well, I know fine, I know handsome, I don't know what I look like. And she's interested in me. I didn't know. So things like that happen. Now there was a second case B, and I'll quickly narrate this also. The case B is that Larioba, take your time. Working in, what do you mean by I was not working in the spirit? I will close this Facebook people so that I will be left with only YouTube people. What do you mean by now? Quickly to case B. Case B is that there was a particular lady I was interested in. Guess what happened? I approached her. She did not answer me. I know Sabi toast, but I made her understand that I was interested. She said no. And me, once you tell me no, I know Sabi come back, because I go be like say I won't become nuisance. So I left it. But I was always giving her the body language. You know, to make her know that I like her. So one day we left school. By the time we were done, 2 years after, I now saw her somewhere. I met her and I was talking to her. I said, what's up now? I've been talking. Are you married now? She said no. I said, but I was talking to you. I really like you. But you know, she now told me, guy. She now told me, guy, I like you, but you cannot be dating my friend and still be toasting me now. I said, She said, yes. She said, that time you were dating my friend and you were still toasting me, so I saw you as one Casanova. I said, really? Who is that your friend? She said, don't worry. Who is that your friend? She said, don't worry. So one day I pressured her to tell me. She now mentioned the name. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Me and that person never even talk. We know they talk. Me and her know they talk. And she already told you that we were dating. That was another girl that we don't even talk. She was a junior colleague. We don't even talk. So, but the person I was interested in did not accept, because that one told her we were dating. Now, I never die. I never travel. I never big. Person don't they lie against me. Say with the date. Thank God say no be even rape she allege, or thank God say no be even she say she talk say you do something. And thank God say no be even say she become pregnant at the time. You know, come they claim say na me get am. If to say me come near and that time she come dey pregnant, she fit talk say well, what am I simply trying to say here is that presumption of innocence, but because rape is a very, very weighty allegation. Very weighty allegation. So please, if anybody has offended you, don't think the best way to come at them is to allege rape. It's very I don't take rape lightly. I dey mad when I hear that kind of thing, because go be like saying my sister, I been my mother, I been a person very close to me. But we should also always be very careful, because these things always happen between close relatives. Like we have heard instances of father and daughter, uncle and cousin, you know, all of those things. It's always very painful. I don't like it. So please, before you allege rape, be sure. Maybe say some people go enter sleep, dream, say she or him and person they touch. You can't wake up, you can't look real to you, the dream can't look real to you, can't register them and say it happened. Let us be careful. And I'm not saying it did not happen, neither am I saying it happened. I'm saying we have heard two sides of the story already. In less than 48 hours, we have heard the two sides of the story. Now, let me quickly take some response. I want to go to something next. On YouTube, when I say this is a symptom of Okobo, no, don't call me Okobo, but I don't this virgin already now. I know say I know be Okobo. And now if I catch you, man, I know say they try. Father Larry, because say what's your name on Facebook is Shegun Olo. Or just type Olawoye1, you find me there. Olawoye1 or Shegun Olo. You see, if you see my face, you be on record. This is my real face. I'm not my Emanuela. Now you ever say Ekun, body language. Which kind of people I get for my word today? Tayo Akin say Shegun, you know they feel body even if you know they look face. You know they feel body even if you know they look face? I don't understand. Are you trying to exonerate Fatoyinbo now? I'm not trying to. I'm just saying that I'm making case for both sides. If it happened, it's a serious thing. If it did not happen, it's a serious, weighty defamatory allegation. All right. So whichever side is true, is very, very serious. All right. And I try to make examples of how, I've also made examples of how people have lied against me. See, this emotional thing are strong to know. Emotional things, they are strong. TA can say, I'm falling in love with your show. Thank you, you're welcome. Obi Diego say, wisdom no go finish you. What do you mean now? Tayo say, I mean say, they feel body. I mean say, they feel body. This one way they look face. Now the way life be, no be saying that my fault, alright? But now I'm searching, sha. Let's put that aside. Now let's move on to the point or the important matter here. You see, let us all be careful, all right? But the question I have is, why is it that anytime anybody wants to allege rape, it is always the same pastor? Why they not allege, say, okay, like they allege other pastors, say, okay, they are expanding their campground and they are demolishing other people's houses, or they are buying private jets with people's money. All of them have their own scandals, respective scandals, But why be say the only person really they allege for rape now this pastor? Why be say now only him? Then they always allege say he rape. Long-standing emperor on YouTube says the problem with cases like this is the difficulty to prove. Yes, if that person had come out immediately and forensic examinations are conducted, it will be easy. No, but it don't take. And another issue with this kind of thing is, if Busola, if that thing truly happened, if Busola was not an underage, then like a teenager who was naive, it probably would not have resulted in rape. And this is what I told when I first saw it on somebody's phone, reading it, and say, what I'm COZA Response. Do you know what I said? I read it and I'm like, okay, I saw the video on Tunde Ednot's wall and I'm like, okay, this thing happened when she was like, before she was 18 or thereabout. That means she was still a teenager. She was still naive, perhaps. It never happened to her before. She had never been in a romantic company or affair before. So that is something serious. Now, if she had been above 20 when that thing happened, she probably would have played along. All right, she probably would have played along, because if you try to, because I know some guys from the stories we have heard before, all of us have heard stories from guys will say, if you touch a babe, she first say no, you touch him again, she say no, play with her. If you get a weak point, now she go tell you, so you're coming. Like something they used to say in my language, I'm from Ondo State, let me quickly see this, very funny. They will say, but I'm say, oh, but I say, oh, that's like I tell you, low buku. Don't laugh, But what that means is, a lady might first tell you, don't do it, and then eventually gives in and says, put it, Jari, idiot. Something like that. Something like, it's not the exact capture in English language. But if you do that to somebody who is mature, she might give in. But if you do that to somebody who is not yet mature, it will be traumatizing. The experience will be traumatic. Reason being that the way it will register in her heart, it will look like you took advantage of her, and it would amount to rape. But if you did it with somebody who is mature, you try her the first time, you seduce her the second time, eventually she might just say, okay, now you got me, let's do this. That will not be rape. That will be consensual. Moses, I'm not saying she enjoyed it too. But I'm saying that it may have resulted in some traumatic experience for her, because at that time she was still naive. If a lady gives you her virginity willingly, she would love you. But if you took it by force, she may not only end up hating you, she will end up hating every other man, if not every other man, every other man that looks like you, that resembles you, she will hate them for no reason. And that's why some of them end up wanting to become slave queens or wanting to become wife of some old men, because they will just be like, the idiot Akokuma give my virginity to, you know, they useful na rapists. Make Akokuma no say one rich man we hold marry me. And that is why young people like us want to, you know, engage ladies, and they'll be like, no, we don't want. They will prefer old men, because the first experience they had was traumatic. So there are so many problems in our world today that were given rise to by traumatic first sexual encounters. And that is why I'm interested in this topic. She lost her virginity through rape. It's serious. If it is true, Tony Fresh, are you from Ondo State? That says, don't say this outside Nigeria. Okay, what should I not say outside Nigeria? Long-standing emperor on YouTube says, I bet this pastor has some skeletons in his pocket. Maybe. But even if that happened while Busola was only 18, it simply means the pastor, you know, Jesus Christ came to die for sinners. So Jesus Christ already came to die for the pastor if he did it. All right, all things have passed away. If he's a newborn and is better, I think the two of them should just, and that's my conclusion as I round off, because I'm doing something. I just quickly came outside to address this matter when I saw that he had responded. Now, the two of them should just look for a way around this. All right, but there's something sensitive again. The pastor alleged that it is not the first time they are alleging that he committed rape, and that the intent has always been that they wanted to extort money from him. Now I'm interested. To extort money from you, who and who? Can you reveal them? And is the person alleging that you raped her has revealed that you are the perpetrator? Can you also reveal those you suspect are behind this and wanting to use their media platform to blackmail you and extort money? Onus of proof lies on you. Onus of proof was on Busola, and she came out to mention your name. Now, onus of proof is on you that certain media houses have been trying to extort you. Why didn't you mention all of that since before now? Why did you wait until now before you now come to say, oh, they actually wanted to extort you? It is a matter of blackmail. So you had been seeing it before, that they had been asking you to speak out, or they had been asking you to do something, and you didn't, and you know that you are innocent, and you did not come out to say, I'm suspecting attempts like this. Why did you not wait? Why did you not say it? Why did you wait until this time? Larry Abba says, don't say if a woman refuses you and keep pressuring her. I'm saying I have heard guys saying that if you touch up one part, it is normal for her to first say no. But if you continue to seduce her, she might want it eventually. And in that case, it may be consensual. All right, but I'm also not a party of somebody says no, and that is why it's suddenly surprising that most of these people who have become overnight activists fighting for Busola. Where were you when Olamide was singing Monkey Tail? And some of us were talking, and a lot of people were saying, "Wala ti ite poju." Some of us spoke out then. Even though I love her, I'm a very big fan of Olamide. Monkey Tail was promoting rape. Bamigbe Claro, I want to do she not today. She says she wants to faint too. She says it's getting late too. Story for the gods. Now she's saying Morogo, oh to call me Lapa, oh to call me Leon, story for the gods. What does it mean? It simply means the guy wanted to force the lady. The lady is giving excuses of, oh, it's getting late. I want to faint. I don't want to do it. And you are dismissing her. Dismissing her excuses of not wanting to do. You are dismissing them as story for the gods. She doesn't want it. Now that song became a street anthem. Most of you who have become overnight activists suddenly did not talk then. Now, because it involves a pastor, you love the sensation in it. Yeah. Anyways, let me come back to many comments. If I didn't read your comment, I'm sorry. Most of them just rushed in. There's no time in coming out. Long-standing emperor, I don't get that. Larry Oba on YouTube says, on Facebook says, okay, I get you now. It's not consensual, bro. I don't know. Long-standing. So sorry. How does consensual? What do you call it? Consensual meeting How does it start? How does it get initiated? Somebody will make a move first, right? So how is it not consensual if she eventually says, okay, let's do it? If she says no and insists no, will you force her? If you force her after she insists no, then that is rape. Sorry, I can't get more comments, so my batteries are shutting down. Everything is shutting down. Sorry, people. All right, so I'll drop your comment if you're just joining this broadcast. Just drop your comments, and I would like to read the comments. I'll respond to your comments. I had to go back in now because I was working inside somewhere. I just came out to quickly address this matter. Until I meet you and until we come each other's way again, please don't stop talking about the things that matter. I can't read all the comments, otherwise we'll prolong this broadcast. I'm sorry. We'll have enough time to do more of this kind of talks later when more people will be able to do, and I'll be able to read live comments. It's getting dark, you can see I don't have light in here. Thank you, people. I'll see you again later. God bless you.